Keep going. Okay. Jim, perfect. Thank you. What would you say the result that you got from the program was?
I think the result I got from the program was the ability to understand other people, appreciate other people's situations when I'm in a discussion with them, to see their point of view and not just see my own point of view.
Okay, very good. And can you give us like an example of what that looks like?
Well, a lot of times when I have discussions with people, whether they're disagreements, if anything, I've learned to, instead of just putting my point of view on top of theirs, or top of them, I look at their point of view and I listen to it and I process it, and then when I respond back, it's with a little bit more understanding than I would have shown in the past.
You think before you think.
I think before I think, yes.
Very good, very good. I love that. Now, as far as how you've applied the skill, what action or skill have you applied as a result of the program?
I think the most important ones for me are the understanding and appreciation skills, because I didn't understand other people and I didn't necessarily appreciate other people. It was really more about my feelings and how I wanted to deal with the situation, and I look at that completely different now.
So give us an example of what people's response was to you when you began showing appreciation to them.
Well, I think they were surprised because I didn't show that. I think that by showing appreciation to them or understanding to them, I was getting appreciation and understanding back, which is what I was lacking, which probably caused some of the friction, if that was a good word to use, with people when I would interact with them, because I didn't feel I was understood. So now showing them understanding is allowing them to show me understanding in return, and it's more of a mutual interaction.
What was the biggest wow moment that you had when somebody responded to you differently?
I don't know if they're wow moments as much as just an overall kind of feeling when I interact with people. And a lot of times I would normally be a little bit tense maybe, or if I wanted to get my boundaries across to somebody else, I might have been scared or tense or worried about how they may react to it. And now I can present myself a little bit better, and there's not such a wall between me and other people when I have these discussions.
That's pretty significant. I would say that's the wow factor.
Very good, yeah.
Very good, thank you. The problem that you were experiencing before, in terms of relationships, what was that prior to learning relationship education?
I think the problem was there was such a misunderstanding between me and another person that I would have a tendency to get my feelings hurt, get defensive, and then at that point nothing that was being discussed really mattered more than I put the wall up because I felt attacked.
Very good.
And now that I can show some understanding and get some understanding back, that wall doesn't pop up as easily. It's still there, it needs to come down a little bit more, but it doesn't pop up as easily, which makes the overall interaction with somebody a whole lot better.
Is there a tool that you've learned as to how to prevent that wall from coming up?
Well, honestly, I think the 3-3-3 method, because before I start to speak again and say something that might prevent the wall to come up, I stop, take a little bit of a breath, relax, think about some of the good things people have said about me.
Very good, perfect. And then the last question, why would you recommend this program to somebody?
A couple of reasons. I think that all of us can learn to communicate with people better. And I know that just with the dealings that you've had with us in the class, I think we could all be better people if we interacted with the rest of us like you interacted with us here in the class. Because you talked about you were very open about the class and how you have issues yourself, and all the issues you talked about, I could tell you were overcoming all of them in the class, which is inspirational to us. So I think that everyone could learn from that.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you.